We're back at it again with more Hatton time. We're getting near the end of Seal the Deal. We only have about maybe half of it left. So we're doing pretty good. We have a good amount left in Death Wish if we have half left. But before we do start, I want to go ahead and talk about this. I installed some extra mods and we'll be playing around with some of them. The big ones to take away is the Mario Wing Cap one. This one's pretty interesting. It basically allows you to fly. I'm going to be using this one probably in those missions where we have to go back into a world and look over for Snatcher coins. I think the wing cap would be fun to play around those kind of missions. It's going to break a lot of the other ones, so I'm probably going to end up using that one only for scavenger hunts. And then this one's pretty interesting, the Flood 4-pack mod. Basically, this lets you use Flood from Super Mario Sunshine, all 4 of his attachments. The normal squirt nozzle, the hover nozzle, rocket nozzle, and turbo nozzle. And they all do the same thing in this game that it does in Super Mario Sunshine. You spray water, which can hurt things. You can go ahead and hover around for a tiny little bit of time, which doesn't seem that helpful in this game. Then you have rocket nozzle, which is pretty good for some horizontal height, like not horizontal, vertical height. Sorry, get my axis a little confused there. It's good for some vertical height, and that could help a little bit in platforming. But the turbo nozzle is super good for travel. It's really quick. So those are the big ones I installed. I installed some level mods too, but we're not going to be looking at those in these streams, maybe in the future, but for now, we're going to just be focusing on the hats and the badges. I tried also installing this mod earlier for a badge. It's called like a broken badge or something, which will actually speed things up and slow down. So that could be pretty interesting to play around with at one point, but I couldn't get it to work. So I had to unfortunately uninstall it. Speaking of mods, I had to kind of swap around here because I forgot I turned back on Hack Kid and Mustache Girl. Like, I have her back in this, but she can't do anything, so it doesn't matter. I don't want to use her. Not right now. So last time we left off, we completed everything on the left side here on the bottom. So now moving on to the Chapter 3 stuff. And we started one of these while we were having to wait for something in Chapter 2 to unlock. And then there's this one, the zero jump thing. Collect any timepiece without jumping, and one of them is Train Rush. So I think we'll start this by doing this one real quick. And it's telling us about the hint with the ice cap, but that's why I also installed the Flood mod, because that I don't think counts towards the jumping thing. So, here you go. Now we got our thing. So, let me actually show this off. This is Flood. And you just press the action button. You can go ahead and squirt water like this. But you can go ahead and press the B button to change different nozzles. So here's your hover. Pretty nice. Here's your rocket. Gives you a good amount of height, but it's kind of hard to see in here when we have a ceiling. But this is turbo, and watch how fast we go. It's insanely fast. So fast, I keep on bonking the walls when I use this thing. It can't climb up slopes, but it's really good for traversing. So I think I'm going to be using this for some traversal. It'd be great for that. Alright, so let's make our way into Chapter 2. And one of the levels it wanted us to do was Train Rush. So you know what? Let's actually attempt Train Rush with this current stipulation. Let's actually see if it's going to be possible for me to do. So, this is the Mario 64 wing cap, and I do have a restart, so I'm going to show it real quick. Or I could just die immediately. I guess I'm not allowed to even show it. We'll have to look at it later. Sure. Alright, well, Mario wing cap lets me fly. There's your basis. Let me just go back to Flood. Swap to this, and this counts. This does not count towards jumping at all. That's amazing. Alright, so I'm gonna get this. And I do believe, yes, I can actually use a Lilac Cyclone out of that too, so that's really good. Alright, so this is a lot easier now with Flood. Alright, I'm gonna skip all this dialogue. We've seen it a couple times. I didn't mean to jump! I mashed A to get through the text quick, but A is also the jump button. Oh, it just conveniently starts me here. That's good. That doesn't seem fun. Luckily, I got this. I can go ahead and hover. Actually, rocket nozzle, why not? Yeah, there you go. I wish I can cycle left and right through these nozzles. I can only go forward. So unfortunately for me, I can only go forward in the roulette and having to constantly mash the B button to get back to hover. Alright, there we go. Making some progress. This mission's actually pretty interesting when you have hover. Not gonna lie. No, we're gonna just do this. Wow, this is bad. Or it could be good. That works for me. Way to win. I don't imagine how you're supposed to be able to do this properly with just Ice Hat. Ice Hat jumps are not the best, so mods help a lot. I know it's possible to do all these missions without the mods because it has to be possible in case you're not playing with them. Especially for when this DLC does eventually come to consoles. Obviously, you can't play with mods on a PS4, Xbox One, or the Switch version. So, for those versions, yeah, especially you gotta make sure these missions are possible because you won't be able to cheat like I am. I mean, for the sake of the streams, I don't mind doing this because it shows off a lot of extra content with the game. It shows off all the fan content. And that's a big thing with Hat in Time. Like, honestly, I can't really recommend the console versions as much as the PC version. I can recommend the PC version any day of the week. And simply because of mod support. And Gears for Breakfast super support this too. They're always highlighting mods, so yeah, they encourage this kind of thing for their game. They know people like to do it, and they just share off some of the best mods that they see. They even had a competition when the mod support was officially a thing a couple months ago. They had an actual contest to just showcase a whole bunch of mods. It was a really cool thing. So I can't really think of that many companies who actually showcases mods and actually have a proper competition for it. Like that is really cool for Gears for Breakfast, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, that's that level. And with this nozzle, it made it a joke. Alright, so that's that. Let's go ahead and claim our reward. Oh, hey! The Nostalgia Badge! Oh, yes, we're equipping that. You know we are. Holy crap. They were not kidding when they said that this basically makes it look like an N64 game. It's 4x3. Everything looks really jagged. The floor's kind of glitchy. This is so weird looking. When you pause the game, though, it goes back to 16:9. Huh. This is a really interesting mod. I like it. Or at least interesting look. I'm used to mods. Speaking of which, you can clearly tell Flood was not designed for this mod in mind. Like, it was not designed for this mode. Come on and say mod. It looks like you actually, with Nostalgia Badge, it actually looks like you take the graphics filters and you turn it down to the lowest setting possible to get this game to run on like a potato. It's insane of how this looks. I want to see how Snatcher looks in this weird graphical setting. Oh, his text is still perfect. Let's go ahead and play at least one mission with it. I like the look of the Nostalgia Badge, but I don't think we're going to be using it for all this, because it probably won't be the most pleasant thing to look at after a while. So, escape the Sleepy Sunken Time Rift. Oh, this is a time rift mission. Huh. I don't know if I want to do a rift with this, though. Let me see what this one is first. The Boss Rush. Down with the Mafia and everyone else. No healing between fights, you have 3 chances. Is there like any good thing to use a Nostalgia Badge with? Because I don't think I want to do any of that with the badge on, unfortunately. We'll take it off for now. I'll keep the nostalgia look, but I'm not going to have the badge. Alright, we'll just do this one, the Rift Collapse. That's a really cool look, not going to lie. And it does capture actual N64 look. Oh, I realize there's a problem. I still have the the challenge on for the no jump challenge. It's kind of a problem because I don't want that on. I actually want to jump. It's kind of a big deal. Also, the Mario wing cat keeps interfering, so for now I'm going to have to turn it off. It's like the Sonic hat. It always wants to come on even when you're not using it. Alright, so this is still active. Let's get rid of it. And now let's go back into this mission. Now we can jump. Jumping's a big deal in this, so kind of want to be able to jump.
2 minutes and 0 seconds until self-destruct. Oh no.
Well, Actually, wait a minute. I might have actually skipped something immediately, so I'm gonna waste one of the lives on this, but I'm gonna just take my chances. And also, yeah. And for now, we're gonna use this.
and 0
Oh, what the heck? What was the button for this? Back.
until
Actually, disable the filter. There you go. I'm looking around before we leave here because I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, we're not.
Oh no.
Perfect. Let's get out of here quick. Excuse me, fast flood. Flood's the reason why I don't care about having grappling hook off right now, because look at all that distance and speed. Why won't flood work? I mean, that one makes sense.
1 minute and 20 seconds until self-destruct.
I think we're good here. I'm probably just gonna skip on the ticket and just go straight for the pawns.
Better hurry.
Come on. There we go. I love the momentum you can get for doing Lilac Cyclone into a hover. It's amazingly fast. Perfect. Already done. Whack with the Keyblade. And we did it. The water's still here too as an effect, which is really interesting. Only got one of the 3 bonuses here, which is obviously just beating the mission, but that's fine. I want to see what the other 2 are, though. I'm betting one of them is beat on at a certain time, and I failed that. Seems like you really got to be moving for the certain time. Is that everything for the middle one? No, 75%. It's getting there. Escape with 30 seconds to spare. Okay, so that one we missed by at least 20 seconds. And collective rip-on, not surprising, that's there. Alright, I unlocked this one, we might as well do it. So down with the Mafia and everyone else in a boss rush. No healing between the fights, and we only have 3 lives. Let's do it. This seems like an endgame thing, not gonna lie. I'm surprised we're doing this now.
It is you! Ever since you landed in Mafia Town, it's been raining with these magical hourglasses.
No, his text still the same from the beginning.
You must be very lost, kid with the hat. You're in the heart of our
So I'm guessing this is a 5-fight thing, which is every chapter's fight, because chapter 4 didn't have a fight.
including this.
The 5th one is the final boss. So we got Mafia boss, we have DJ Grooves and or the Conductor. I don't know if they combine them again or not. And then we get Snatcher.
It is showtime!
Then we also have Mustache Girl. Wait, what's fight number 5? I'm counting 4. I don't know what fight 5 would be. I'm also going to use Cappy here just to make these hits a little bit easier. I'm supposed to jump on him too. I'm thinking this is the expert fight. But these are not the expert fights. These are normal fights, which means then it's going to be one of the 2 for the Conductor slash DJ Grooves fight. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's where the game fight. You fight the Conductor and Grooves. We'll have to see. I don't know if Flood's going to work on him. I don't want to take a chance. So that's why I'm just throwing my hats. Really? Really? Now it says no healing between the fights, but do I actually get healing in the fight is what I'm wondering. I haven't got anything yet, so I don't think so. Nah. Really? I barely missed him. I wonder though, because it says you have 3 chances for this, for lives. I wonder if they checkpoint you in between each fight. Or do you have to do it all over again if you fail at like the final fight? Do I have to start here? Or is it pretty forgiving and you actually have checkpoints? That's what I'm wondering. Nope. Better find out soon enough. Well, I cannot believe I actually died on the first fight. It was a very sloppy fight, though. Is there a skip? No, I actually have to go through all of this. Are you serious? What the? Okay, I don't know what hit him. My butt or my chemical? I think it was my butt. I should probably have the quick charge on so I don't have to worry about my hats taking forever. So let's do faster hatter. Because now when I throw, it's going to be about a second between throws. That's way better. I thought I had more invincibility in that. That's kind of why I didn't jump. I'm now going to be surprised that one of the bonuses here is just beat all these bosses with the 1-hit KO badge on. And that is the worst idea if that's the case. Whoever keeps on making Death Wish loves that badge. Because it's been in a couple of these missions so far. It's not fun. I'm behind him! That's stupid. I couldn't hit him because technically I went in the background, and that's not supposed to happen in this fight. That's weird. Hang on. Yeah, I'm not waiting. I got a rocket nozzle. Wait, what the? Oh, there I am. I was wondering where my corpse went. I believe I already died technically 3 times. What happens if I go back to the hub? I'm kind of curious. I want to see if I get my lives back or it just keeps me at the 1 life I technically quit the fight with. So it doesn't matter at this point. Wait, where's Cappy? There it is. I want to make sure I got that ready. Doesn't really specify, so I don't know if I lost them all. Oh well. Well, that was bad. I was just testing to make sure rocket nozzle was on. I can't really see it from this distance, so I have to actually use it to see if I had it.
I've got your friend captured, and soon you will both perish.
Okay, that was a bad judgment on my call. Give me the key. There you go. Mafia ball? Mafia ball. Too bad I don't get health in the middle of the fight still. But it wouldn't be a challenge mode without that kind of issue. Oh, wait, never mind, there's my health. Guess I just give it out still, but it's very sparingly, because he didn't do that earlier. At all. Oh, I wasn't looking. My fault. Don't die now. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's what it was. I didn't look for 1 second, my phone went off, and of course, it's the only reason why it went off is because it's dying. There's a way to just make it so it doesn't warn you 15% at the time. That gets kind of distracting. Okay, didn't know that ever happened. Learned something new. A hitbox is huge when he stomps. I'm really trying to be careful when I'm landing on him when he's doing that move because it seemed way too easy to hit his hitbox still when jumping. So you have to be very careful where you land. There we go. Okay, that's how it should have happened the past couple times. I'm just getting a little sloppy. So that's fight 1 out of 5. Alright, so who do we fight next? DJ Grooves or Conductor? Let's see. I think when we streamed this game last year, I think we had the Conductor as our boss on this file. So if that's the case, maybe we fight the Conductor first. It just throws me right into this. I'm not surprised. No, we're loading between the two. Oh yeah, it's Conductor. Okay. So recognized right from my file who I had.
Look who we've got here. I guess you found my little basement, eh? This last timepiece is all mine. If you want it, you're gonna have to take it from me cold, dead hands.
Now, I think the biggest advantage we have in this fight is our time hat. Because I can actually just abuse this like I did in the Conductor and DJ Grooves fight. Because those two both couldn't stand a chance to this hat. Also, Cyclone breaks it. You can really tell this was supposed to be a late game hat when you're doing this boss fight again with it. It is a huge help. Also, this may be the fight we actually get a decent amount of our health back, because I remember this fight giving me a lot of health. Almost every single checkpoint has some health. So as long as they don't remove too many of those health drops, we're going to get a lot. Now, he's supposed to throw one of the chemicals in there with the brewing hat, but don't need to. The hitbox on my Cyclone move is humongous. I'm so glad it is, because it just kind of breaks the multiple knife throwing move. And it's great. Now we got the cars. This is easy enough to dodge. Especially when there's only two. After I did the DJ Grooves and Conductor mix of this, the normal version of this fight seemed way too easy in comparison, because that fight is this on steroids, with two people you have to worry about instead of one. So, playing this very calmed down version. Not that bad anymore.
Slice of life! Gentlemen! Can't believe I let you be the star of my movie!
1 minute and 20 seconds
Talk
until
to talk!
self-destruct.
You're gonna blow!
Hurry.
That's way easier in this version of the fight. I remember that DJ Groon's conductor mix. It was next to impossible to hit these guys when they were throwing the assault blades from the ceiling. Because as soon as they land, they would go back up like half a second later. And it was not enough time. Even when you used the time hat, it still wasn't enough time.
Darling, darling! Hang in there! I'll find a way to defuse the bomb.
Oh, well, you can take your time. I got 40 seconds.
40 seconds until self-destruct.
Oh, hey, I was using time hat. I was cheating. Don't turn off my cheating.
Better hurry up!
My diffuser is ready! Come here!
I just noticed how the scissors had like polka dots on them and duct tape. They're the flashiest looking scissors you could have found. Alright, here you go. Final version of the fight. Final phase. The marching band comes out. I love how rapid the owls try to catch up with you when you use Cyclone, because technically they're not programmed for it. And it's hilarious to look at. Especially when you use Time Hat, because it's even worse. Oh, hey, health. Well, now I need it. I was going to have full health coming out of here, but unfortunately that one little mistake kind of put me back to 3. So it kind of bounced out. Alright, that's 2 down. What's next? Do we get DJ Grooves next? Or do we just skip him entirely and go straight to Snatcher? Because it would technically be the exact same fight. The only difference is I think their dialogue. That is it. Okay, yeah, we skip the fight entirely and go right for this. Oh, wait, this is the toilet. Huh. Didn't think this was kind of the boss rush. That's interesting. Alright, toilet scared. Must throw. I love how the toilet gets scared when you have a cherry bomb. I don't really need that health. I can swipe it out for now. I have other moments probably to get later. Yeah, that bomb's not a threat when you have the time hat. Speaking of no threats, same for the cars. Oh, I almost did this fight perfectly too. That one little slip up. That one little slip up cost me health. In a mode like this, that does suck. No, I want to center the camera. There you go. I just noticed the health in the background when the camera was zooming out, and now I feel bad that I didn't try to go back there. Because that could have actually helped. Before we do anything else... That's the wrong badge. Oops, want this one. I can kind of take a quick look. Over there is some health. Let me try to get that. Where's my flood? These are normal pawns. These aren't health. Really? That's kind of weird. The rocket nozzle doesn't work on, or turbo nozzle, I should say, does not work in water. That's very weird. It's gonna seem kind of weird, but I kind of want to see what's in that chest. Come here. If it's health, that'll actually help in this fight. Probably could just be a rift token. Or even worse, it's sprint yarn. Why do I need yarn at this point? I have all the hats. I hate it when you get that. It just is such a waste. Like, what am I supposed to do? I have all the hats. Give me yarn now. It's useless. Oh, why? Well, this is gonna be bad.
Remember how the old contractor had his head pop off? That wasn't a coincidence. It popped off the moment he stopped being useful to me. And guess who else just became obsolete? That's right. You. Now that possessed outhouse isn't bothering me anymore, and all those contracts of yours are tidied away, I don't need you around. Besides, you didn't think I was gonna let you keep all these timepieces, did you? They fell in my forest, kid. They belong to me.
I love how he looks with Hat Kid's hat. He looks so sophisticated.
Time you saw what I'm really capable of, kid. Say goodbye to that little head of yours.
So because I can't use any hats, that means I can't use my mods. Because all my mods are linked to hats, including the badges. If you don't have a hat, you can't use badges. So this is pretty much a vanilla fight. Nothing about this fight is going to be different.
Sorry, kiddo. Blue doesn't suit me. And I guess that makes me invincible, huh? That's too bad.
Man, Youngtown just nails this role. That's actually who this is, a YouTuber named Youngtown. Which is surprising to see, a YouTuber actually getting a voiceover role in a game like this, but it's an indie game, so anything's possible. You're kind of rude, aren't you? Maybe. You've seen my sass. That kid's got some sass. Ah, crap.
Maybe you should stop doing it then, kiddo.
This is the perfect place probably to get the Snatcher comment, though. Because you're fighting Snatcher. Makes sense. Okay, so it does checkpoint you in between each fight. That's actually really nice. So I don't have to redo the other fights I've already done. Unfortunately, I only have 2 health for some reason. That's weird. I started this fight with 1 health, so why do I have 2? I can't really say they saved my health because I have more technically, but I don't have full health too, so this is kind of confusing. Why is it 2? I'm really bad at the timing for Oh, I'm not in a good spot. I am not in a good spot. Okay, that's better. I'm really not that good at the timing for getting the extra little boost when you do the dive, because if you press the button for the dive again right before you hit the ground, you get a speed boost out of it. But I'm so bad at doing that. That's why you always see me try it, and then I just kind of flip up normally. I don't actually get speed. Okay, now it should actually happen. Now I should get that violet that lets me turn blue. Still love this song. This is still one of my favorite pieces of music in the whole game. It's so good. Alright, now he's blue. Can't really do my normal attacks. I can only whack him. Okay, this means he's on the right. My first time playing, I had no idea what the heck that meant. Whichever eye he blinks actually shows which direction he's going to go. So you have to be paying attention to which way he blinks. If he blinks the right eye, he's going right. If he blinks left eye, he's going left. So you have to be really paying attention during that little cutscene. Such a subtle little detail, but that one little subtle detail really helps you fight. And it reminds me a lot of the Mario Luigi fights. Mario Luigi RPG games do that too. All the time. I don't like this. Oh, I was way too close. I don't like this either. I got caught. I bonked on the wall right before he did that, so I couldn't recover. And that's it. It's actually possible to get multiple hits during this fight on Snatcher. It's really hard to do, but it is possible. So, unfortunately, I didn't want to try it. I didn't want to chance my luck. So I just kind of winged it and fight him normally. So that's all the bosses in the game outside of the final boss. So, I guess it's time to fight Mustache Girl then. And this fight's interesting, so with it being a 3-stage fight, I don't know how well we'll do.
Excuse me! Don't you dare get anywhere near me. I don't think you quite understand who's in charge, little missy. You know, I was willing to forgive you. I once thought we were gonna be best buds. But nope, you turned out to be rotten and selfish. Save the planet from bad guys. Psh, who needs that, am I right? Look at all I've done without you. I've restored justice. I am the justice. No more bad guys. Ever.
You know, when you read this piece of dialogue right here, it just sounds like any person trying to debate something on the internet. I am the justice. No more bad guys. I'm right. It's like an internet opinion from Mustache Girl right here.
I don't need you. This planet doesn't need you. Nobody will miss you, and nobody will care.
And again, fueling to the internet comments. This is exactly what an internet comment would be right here. No one would miss you, no one would care. I'm a cyberbully.
You are the bad guy, and I'll show you how this justice system deals with bad guys.
Yeah, show me how to deal with the bad guys when I'm cheating. I got time hat. To be fair, you're supposed to have time hat for this. I think it's the only hat in the game that's optional. But if you're doing pretty much everything you can along the way, you'll get time hat for this fight. Because there's so much yarn you'll get. You're gonna have enough. Oh, this sucks. I only have the one. I still only have the one piece of health. She's gotta drop health during this fight then for me to live. How'd I miss? There we go. Alright, phase 1. Unfortunately, there was no health there, so that's bad. Phase 2. This phase is pretty dang long. Because there's so many different things that happen here. I'm afraid I'm probably going to lose it here with 1 health. Got it. Hey, Iceberg, how you doing? Oh, what the heck? I didn't even know she was shooting a laser by the time I jumped. No one will miss you, no one will care. That's what my parents said when I threatened to run away. Dang. The parents of the internet. We just beat Tranquility. Why not? Get some relaxing music for a second. My controller's still rumbling. Is the fight still going on in the background? It's gotta be, because my controller will not stop. That's kind of weird. That's kind of a lot, honestly, to make this piece of tranquil, but we're not doing it. We don't want to give into the easy mode. We love the music, but we're not going to give you the easy mode game. I know it doesn't put anything on your file. It's a pride thing. Luckily, we can just retry it. Honestly, I don't know what piece of tranquility would do for this outside of maybe make the guys weaker. I don't really see it really changing much. Yeah, the insert rumble pack thing. I mean, it's fitting. Actually, because we went through this once, why not? Nostalgia badge time. There you go. We're playing N64 game. Let's go. Now insert your rumble packs. Very fitting. It's kind of hard to see what he's doing with half the screen now being cropped off. It's a really cool looking badge, but man, it does actually make things harder. I can't even see him.
I've got your friend captured, and soon you will both perish.
I got a double hit there. That's a little weird. I wonder if that actually counted. It took the hit the first time my half was coming back, but he didn't make the stun move. Oh, I still have turbo on. That was kind of a bad move. I want a rocket nozzle. I just kind of ran face first into a mafia ball. That's not fun. Wait. Oh, the nostalgia badge actually is breaking the boss fight a bit because you can't see him on the screen. He can't load in his extra projectiles. That's so weird. Are you serious? I'm using this badge for a reason, and I still couldn't do anything with that hat. I don't like going to these fights with only one health, though. Wait, no! I got hit by nothing. He's still shooting the invisible balls, I'm guessing. They're just, yeah, they're not visible. Okay, I guess I really wanted to show. Hey, fight that dude. That was weird. I can't believe he still technically has the electric ball shots. You just can't see them. That's so dumb. Yeah, the nostalgia badge is really cool. I'm just glad we finally unlocked it. Took a bit. I didn't know how far in Death Wish it was, but it's pretty far in. How's it going? Well, besides the weird issues with this boss rush, pretty good. Not gonna lie. How's everyone's week been so far? I didn't hold direction. Why did I go left? That was weird. Snatcher, what are you talking about? You're gonna be murdering me here in a moment. Oh, yep, the balls are still there. I can't see them with this badge. So in a sense, using this badge actually makes this boss the hard mode. I'm gonna have to unfortunately take it off because I need to see those shots. That sucks. I love the look of it, but if it's gonna cause a weird tech issue like that, I kinda can't do anything with it. Or at least not for now. I do love how it makes everything look like film grady like the actual N64 though. Because, fun fact about that system, the reason why it looks so bad nowadays to most people is actually because of a hardware issue on the system. For people who play a lot of PC games, you know the option anti-aliasing. It's like in almost every single PC game. The N64 actually uses that on a hardware level, so pretty much every game on the system uses anti-aliasing, but the problem is it's not good. So no matter what you do to the system, no matter how you hook that thing up, you can hook it up the best way. You can use an HD mod to hook this thing up to an HDMI source. N64 doesn't look that good, and it's because of that hardware issue. There's nothing you can do about it. There are some ways to kind of turn some of it off, but you can't turn it fully off. Which is why things like re-releases in Virtual Console just look better. Like any kind of emulation just looks better for the games. Are you serious? Double hit? Doing okay. I've been playing Life is Strange Episode 1 Roads this week. I've heard that sound. It's actually pretty good. I need to play Life is Strange, so I'm probably not going to get around to the sequel for a bit. What I've been hearing so far, Life is Strange 2 is pretty much what people were hoping for in a way. Like, it's pretty much more Life is Strange, and that's good. Oh, he's doing this again? Surprise, he just did this. Here, have Cappy. Oh, come on. That hitbox is stupid. It really is. I don't like keep on leaving this fight with only 1 health. It's pretty good, like the story and the characters. That's good. Especially for a game like that, it's really, really good that you're attached with characters because that's pretty much what the game is. It's a big old story thing. If you can't get into the story and the characters, it's not going to be a good time. I mean, my adventure mostly this week, I would say, for gaming, has been pretty much Mega Man 11. Because I played that the past, like, couple days. It's alright. I need to play more of it to get a better opinion. I have a lot of issues with it. Honestly, I think it may be easier for a first-time player to actually play the game on easier difficulty. Only because of the dang checkpoint system. It's horrible in the game, in my opinion. They're way too spread out, and the stages, I feel, are the longest in the series. So, having less generous checkpoints for a game with much longer levels is not a good thing to me. It's the only thing that bugs me about it. That and the gear system's good and bad. It's good with all the extra things it does. It's bad when the bosses use it because it's really not balanced with the bosses.
Check this out.
Like, one boss moves way too quick. If you don't use speed gear to counter it, there's literally no way you're dodging him. It's that bad. Yo, the health.
Do this to me,
Hey, thanks for the host, Iceberg. Appreciate it. Yeah, Mega Man 11 is kind of hard, so again, I would recommend if you do play it, Iceberg, maybe try one of the easier difficulties going in. It would make things a lot more comfortable. When I was playing it, I played it on normal, and I didn't have the best first experience with it because of the checkpoint system. I had to replay stages multiple times because I kept on game overing. At one point when I had enough, enough extra, I should say, to go buy lives, like when I had enough extra bolts for that, I just stocked up on lives so I would stop game overing all the time. Because I was getting annoyed of having to do a 10-minute stage again.
1 minute and 20 seconds.
Time's ticking away.
To hurry.
Barely. What's this when I play Mega Man 11? I played it on the Switch. Although it was interesting because I actually got to play the game with a different kind of controller. I actually got myself an 8-bit DOE adapter to use on the system. So it allows me to use any controller on the system I want, basically. I got it because it had like a flash sale on Amazon, so I got it for like $10. So I played the game in a PS4 controller on a Nintendo Switch. It was a little weird, but it felt natural. Yeah, let's defuse this thing. Make sure you don't cut the red wire. Or my head.
Time to bring out the big guns!
I thought I was far enough away. I'm thinking this is the DJ Grooves and Conductor fight where he's gonna jump 3 times when he's on the ground. It's tricking me up. Whoa, that speed boost backwards. That was weird. I don't think he gave me any health here. No, he did not. I don't see any health. Let me swap to Flood. And turn on Turbo. Because as soon as we load into the toilet fight, I'm gonna look for some health. Yeah, 8-Bit Do stuff is really good. I've only used their adapter, but I heard all their SNES and NES replica controllers are really good. You played Sonic Heroes with a SNES controller? That sounds actually very interesting. I wonder how well that works only because of it being a D-pad with a 3D game. I mean, the button layout definitely would work. Did I just hit a pebble? Come on. Why can't anything here be health? Alright, let's go toilet. That's right, I also need to equip the hook shot for this. Actually, interesting with 8-Bit Do. I actually kind of want to get myself their Super Nintendo replica controller that has the joysticks on it, because it has a lot of extra buttons as well, and it also has a gyroscope in it. It's expensive. It's like 40, 50 bucks. Right now, it's like 50 on Amazon, which is my only problem. I would like to get it, but it is kind of expensive. Wait, I know that's kind of a bad move, but I want the health. That was actually a really good move, just to be safe. We're fine, but rotating the camera was weird sometimes. Okay, that's kind of what I was expecting, because I know camera control in that game is already kind of a pain. Especially on PC, because the PC version is like 0 to 100 when you use the camera control. There's like no in between like the console versions. Whenever I play that game on PC, which is rare, I end up just hooking up a GameCube controller to my computer and just using that. Because I'm very used to playing it with a GameCube controller, so why not? Ah, I'm glad I got that safety health. I needed it. Have I considered working for 8-Bit Do or Audio Technica? Honestly, not really. I don't even know if they're like looking for anyone. Because I don't even know if I would actually be able to do what they would need. Because I know they'll probably need people to actually develop their stuff. Like to build the hardware. It's something I'd ever really considered. Hey, I was really hoping we would have dropped more health before this. Just a little bit would have helped. Even just one capsule, buddy. But nothing. Oh, maybe it could be one thing I could try in the future. Like maybe consider working for one of those guys. That'd be cool if I could. That's for sure. Whoa! Don't want to do that. Stop it. You know, I really wish I could use the mod right now for my scooter. Because he took away my hat, I can't use the scooter. Because I would love to have Snatcher v Snatcher right now. That'd be amazing. That was just a little too dangerous, not gonna lie. Dancing around that danger. Yeah, taunt me. I can't even do my little actions. Without my hat, I can't dance. Or kiss. Or stick out my tongue. That's weird. Why can't I stick out my tongue without a hat? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, this just landed in my hands. Here, have it. Alright, he's on the left. Alright, I got a double hit. Nice. I'm gonna just go for the double hits this time. Nah, missed it. 8-Bit Dolls make an arcade stick with the Switch. Yeah, that's true. They do make an arcade stick that does work with Switch, and that's pretty cool. I think the only thing I've seen about it I didn't really like as much is it does look kind of small in the hands. That's the only concerning thing. It looks like a little too small compared to other arcade joysticks I've seen. But that's a really good thing with all the arcade-style games that are on Switch, especially all the games that keep on getting ported with like the arcade-style classics from Nintendo and then all the Neo Geo stuff. I think an arcade stick would probably be the best for those kind of games. Love the slap sound.
You.
I got her stuck on the wall. Oh no. I think she just clipped to the floor. Well, swagging on him. Where'd she go? There she is. Yeah, can confirm. She clipped through floor. That wasn't supposed to zoom down as much as it did. The camera got a little too messed up there because it didn't know where she went. And now the camera's still kind of screwed up. That should fix the camera. I thought she hit me too. I think it actually was a hit. The cutscene triggered a different scene, so it canceled the hit out, which is actually really good if that's the case. Speaking of fighting games on the Switch, considering picking up Soul Calibur 6. Soul Calibur looks really good right now, I'm not gonna lie. I think that's like only PS4 and Xbox One right now, isn't it? And I think maybe PC. I don't think there's any Switch plans from what they've said, which is kind of sad, but not too surprised. There's actually rumors right now going around that apparently Nintendo's going to be releasing a updated version of the Switch sometime next year. They have plans on making a revision to the system to add more power to it. I really hope those rumors aren't true. Simply because that feels too early to me. Only 2 years and then we're going to have a mid-cycle upgrade? That seems way too soon. I know that that's a thing Nintendo does now because they've been doing it with the DSi and the new 3DS. Like, it's a thing they've been doing for some of their past systems. I really just don't want that to be a real thing for the Switch this early. It's okay to me if they do it at some point near the end of its life, but not in the first 2 years. That's so dumb. That's so dumb because that's screwing over every single person who already bought the system. Now they gotta buy it again if they want to get a better version of it, the one that actually has more power, which will play more third parties. Ow. I shouldn't even get the shield knocked off too, which is annoying. Alright, it's released of Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Alright, so that's what I figured. Soul Calibur's not on Switch, which I'm not surprised. I don't know, I really would not like to see a mid-cycle upgrade within the first 2 years of a Nintendo system. That's a horrible idea, in my opinion. It is a Nintendo thing to do, but the DSi was years after the original DS came out. It was like, what, 4 or 5 years after it? And then the new 3DS was about, again, I think it was about 5 years. No, it was actually 4, because it came out 2011, and the new version was 2015. And not actually mean that to my hat, but because that kind of worked out. No, that was way too close. Alright, now it's shielding up, so cherry bombs, please. Game Boy Advance was a great improvement. Yeah, the SP was a great improvement to GBA. But really, the only thing it had changed to it was, besides the design, it had the backlight. So honestly, I was fine with that because you did not get a different experience if you played a normal GBA compared to an SP. The only thing you differed was, obviously, it'd be hard to see the screen. So a cycle upgrade like that, I think, makes more sense than what Nintendo's been doing these past couple years, and in a sense, same for every other company. Because both Sony and Microsoft's done the same crap. I mean, I love the SP. I wish I had the model that had the front light instead of the back light. Like, that one's really rare now, apparently. It's much harder to find compared to the one I have, which is just the backlit version. Because apparently the front lit version just looks easier on the eyes, just much better. Good, she's out of bounds. Now get back in bounds. Thank you. Oh, come on. She teleported right in front of me, and as soon as I threw the bomb, it actually hurt me instead. And then she goes enough, meaning it triggered the last phase. Come on, that's just an insult to injury. She triggered the last phase as I'm dead. Yeah, the rechargeable battery thing was a big deal. Hey, Suspire, how you doing? Yeah, we got 2 months for Smash. Oh, come on! Don't backhand me. No, I was trying to cancel that. I was trying to cancel it by home back. Now I got to redo everything again. Dang it. The only annoying thing with this is more or less pacing now. I don't want to keep on having to redo it. No, peace and tranquility. I like the music, not now. It's possible to do all these. It's just, man, it's more of an endurance run than anything else. Alright, I want to have Cappy. I guess when we're going through this, more topics. I guess I'm going to talk about the one actually kind of controversial thing that just happened, I think today. And it's what happened here on Twitch, so it's very convenient. Very fitting for what we're doing on the platform, so why not? So everyone knows the big streamer named Trihex. He's been around the site for years. And he's well known in the speedrunning community too. Recently, apparently just today, I think, he got banned from Twitch. Like, his channel's completely deleted and everything. And it wasn't just a simple little ban, like a timeout thing, maybe about a month. No, it's a perma-ban. Like, his channel's completely gone. Apparently, from what I've heard and what I've been reading, he said some racial slurs on stream. I think he called, like, someone on his stream, like, who was in the room with him. So it wasn't a viewer, it was just, like, a friend. They were joking around, and he called him a racial slur name. I think it was the F word. And I don't know all the specifics, but that's what I've heard, and his channel got banned. Kind of goes to show you have to watch what you say, and he's actually the biggest candidate to you need to watch what you say, because Trihex never watched what he said on streams. I tuned in once onto the Twitch front page, and he had the N-word right on screen. So I'm not surprised that Trihex got banned, because he's that type of guy who didn't have a filter when streaming, and he said a lot of racial slurs, which is against Twitch's terms of service. You have to watch what you say. Yeah, see, I'm not too surprised you didn't hear about this yet, Iceberg, because, again, I just heard about this like 10 minutes before we started the stream. So I was very surprised about this, too. Like, he was basically, in a way, like a legacy streamer. Like, he's been around almost since the site's inception, like, just in TV days. But, again, he had no filter. He says one thing, and that's enough for him to get taken down, no matter how long he's been an impact on the site. He has a global emote of his face on here, and it's still available. You can still use Tryhard, but the dude's channel doesn't exist, which means probably you subscribe to it, then I don't think any subscription emotes work anymore. So, yeah, that's a pretty big takedown, not gonna lie. I know actually right now, because of that issue, I've been hearing some people already saying that this is Twitch kind of going a little overboard, trying to censor too much. But honestly, if this was anyone else, it would have done the same thing. If this was just someone who just started streaming, day one, they had next to no viewers and no followers, same thing would have happened to them. If they did the exact same thing, it would have happened to them. You can't favor. Just because one dude was around for years doesn't mean you give him special treatment. If he breaks the term of service, then he has to have the same consequences as everyone else. It's the one thing we get on YouTube's case for like every other month, it seems. Because they don't do that. They favor. They don't. They say they don't, but they obviously do. When an issue like that happens, it's just a slap on the wrist kind of thing. Like, you just lose some AdSense for a bit. Your channel's perfectly fine. There's no strikes, and you're not going to have any other major penalties. So a site like that, we know they favor because of issues where they could have easily had channel takedown, and they just don't bother. The biggest issue, I think, was the Logan Paul thing happening earlier in 2018. That was probably the best example showing how they favor bigger YouTubers compared to Twitch, where it doesn't even matter who you are. If you do something wrong, it doesn't matter. They can take the same effect to you as they can to a random first-day streamer. I don't want to sound like a jerk when I say all this, because Trihex is a pretty cool dude from what I've seen. He just has to watch what he says. That's the biggest problem. Yeah, I kind of missed the Justin TV days in a bit too, because that was early stream days. So that was like an easier time for a lot of people to get to know each other on the platform. And it was just very easy for a lot of first-time streamers just to get noticed and have a bigger audience, because it was such a small thing back then. So it was just a thing where so many people just communicated and networked all the time. Nowadays, it's so hard to network with anyone on this platform, because if you don't know people in advance, it's hard to get introduced to more people, because everyone's kind of closed off. It's the only problem, and it's pretty much what happens when a site gets big, period. Because it happened to YouTube years ago, and then it happened to Twitch not too long after. I thought I was going to get hit by the saw blades there for a second. Yeah, I can agree with you there, Ace, but I really wish people would not say like a lot of offensive stuff they've been doing anymore, just voice chat for games. It's a common thing, which is why I pretty much have to turn off voice chat. It's really stupid. And again, those people don't have filters at all. You're technically not allowed to say that kind of stuff on a game's voice chat either. But of course no one cares, and no one really listens to those kind of rules. Oh, perfect. Random spawn point, so I'll just grab it immediately. Yeah. Now we speed running. That's what you do in a speed run. It's like when you watch Mario 64 Sunshine runs and you see the runner go straight to where the star/shine spawns. Same deal. Yeah, I get scared of my cherry bomb. I love how this toilet just gets scared of you. I really don't like throwing the cherry bomb when the toilet's behind me because I can barely see it. There we go. Reported someone for calling people derogatory terms in Overwatch. Felt proud because Blizzard sent me a message saying it took action against the account. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you were able to not only report the person, but they actually did take it seriously. Like, that's good to hear that you were able to actually help with that kind of issue, because that happens all the time, and I hate it for that reason. But actually being able to report the person who does something like that, and having the company actually do something about it, that's really nice to see. I know Blizzard really doesn't like seeing that kind of stuff either in their games. Especially with how big of a game Overwatch is. They try to make it acceptable for every single person to play it. So they're really strict about that kind of stuff. And honestly, I don't blame them. I would be too at that point. We're doing a lot better. Knock on wood. We made it to the fourth fight in this with all of our health. That's actually really good. Let's keep it up. It's kind of weird I'm not even looking at the target point. I'm still trying to lock onto it. The only advantage we have for keep on having to replay this boss fight over and over again, because of the boss rush, is we get to hear this amazing piece of music still. This is probably like one of my favorite themes. It's so hard to pinpoint like one of my favorite songs from this game, because just like almost every single song in the soundtrack has some amazing quality about it. There's so many good songs in this game, I swear. It's actually really cool because I just learned this recently. If you have Amazon Prime, you get Prime Music. And one of the soundtracks I can actually listen to in Prime Music is this game. Like, I get all of Hat in Time's soundtrack for free. Unfortunately, the B-side soundtrack, which is the extra music in the game, like the DLC and extra missions, don't get that included with Prime Music, so that kind of sucks. Like, what, I get half of the soundtrack included for free, and the other half I gotta go buy? That's kind of weird. To be fair, the B-side soundtrack on Amazon has not been updated yet, so it doesn't have all the Seal the Deal music in it, which is kind of disappointing because some of the music here is amazing too, and there's so many new themes. The Steam version updated the B-side soundtrack, but not Amazon yet. I think GOG updated the B-side soundtrack. Not sure about them. Yeah, the music in this game is like really good. This is like one of my favorite tracks I point that out with. It's just so good, so catchy, and it fits the mood. I wasn't paying attention. That was a lucky hit, because I looked over chat for a split second. I missed his wink. Alright, this side again. No, this way! And I barely got the double hit. I was mashing beforehand, which is a problem, because if you mash before you turn, and that kid would just start wailing straight, and there's nothing in front of her. About some albums by Icon for Hire on Amazon Music. Oh, cool. I haven't really used their service. I think I've only really used it to sample music, but I haven't actually like bought any music on Amazon Music just because I don't really like doing that. Most of the music I listen to anymore is either on YouTube or on Spotify, because I just listen to a lot of radio stations on Spotify and listen to music. Because most of the stuff I listen to anymore is soundtracks. But if I'm listening to an actual song, I don't know. I've just been doing it on like free radio at that point. Alright, there we go. Phase 2. Unfortunately, I'm going back into this with 2 health again. I wonder how that works. Because I technically checkpointed here, does it save my health now? Or does it save for when I enter the Mustache Girl fight? Period. Like, do I get 3 now because I entered the fight in the beginning with 3? Or is it 2? I'm so confused. Alright, Mafia Ball, come on out. Thank you. Yeah, I completely agree. I don't really like have to pay for Spotify Premium for a lot of things, and having access to just shuffling playlists is one of them. That is kind of stupid to me. That's why when I'm listening to stuff on Spotify, I'm just listening to radio stuff. I don't actually like to listen to individual stations because of that. It's so hard to actually shuffle things. My biggest thing is I don't like you have to buy Spotify Premium if you want to skip more than 5 songs on mobile. That makes no sense to me. Why do you need to buy a service like that just to be able to skip more things? That's like a basic concept, and for some reason, you have to pay for that. But you don't on the desktop version, which is confusing. It's like they got it right on one platform, and then they failed on the next. And it's worse on mobile since more people use that on their cell phone than on a computer. Oh, almost made it to her in time. There you go. Final phase. Now she'll kill everybody. So give me my infinite health? No, I don't get infinite health. I only got 1 health. That's kind of concerning when this fight gets insanely stupid. This fight was designed for you to have regenning health, and not having it now is a major issue. I seriously do not know what I'm supposed to do in a fight where they literally throw everything at you with no extra health. That is so dumb. Mafia Ball, please. Well, at least I have 2 more tries at this here now, because I was able to save all my tries to this fight, and that's actually really good. And coming in with 3 health is also really good, so very fortunate in a way. Kind of wish I had full health, but I'll take what we get. Very surprised that worked, not gonna lie. That should have missed. Like that one did. How does that keep on happening? I just get lucky every time I'm hitting with Cyclone. Cherry bomb. Cherry bomb. Cherry bomb. Where are you? There you go, finally. I hate how long it takes for a cherry bomb to come out in this face. Because there's supposed to be a cutscene for it normally, but we skip it because of how this boss fight works. I bounced over her head. Why? Why did that have to happen now? Nah, I missed. Should've waited for the extra jump. You can climb her shield! I was climbing on her like she was a platform. That doesn't make any sense. So I'm hesitating there, so I make sure I don't actually climb on her head. Not this again. The worst time for it. Good, you're pissed. Now kill people. Give me my 1 health for some reason. Which is not automatic, I gotta find it. Actually, did she not give me health this time? No, she didn't. You gotta be kidding me. Not in this. Not in this chaos. Oh wait, no, I got it. I'm back at 2. And I'm back at 2 again. What? What's happening? Where's this health randomly coming from all of a sudden? It wasn't here before. Now they're starting to give me more health. It's not infinite, but it's slowly becoming that. Hey, don't jump on my head. I jump on yours. And that's it. That was a really weird fight because of how they wanted to change it for the boss rush. Man, a lot of the stream so far has been just bosses. So hopefully our next Death Challenge is actually something more than just a boss rush or an actual boss fight period. Because let's get some variety in this stream, shall we? Still counts as 1. Alright, so what was the last challenge we needed? So, don't miss any chance to hit. That's actually an interesting one, because that's both an easy bonus to get and also a hard one, depending on what happens. I mean, with mods, it's easy, but without the mods, it could be a lot harder. And then 1-hit hero badge equipped. I hate the person who put that bonus on here. I hate you with a passion. No, thank you. We're never doing that. Camera filter. Naughty! Okay, what? It's just normal camera badge. There we go. Change the filter. Nani? It's just a black and white filter with extra lines on it. Hey, hang on. We gotta... Unfortunately, she's gotta get some sass, so you gotta take this one off. There you go. Wait for it. With the blink. Ah. I want to see the Nani, just like the weirdest expression. I'm making this worth it. We had to go through almost an hour of boss fights. We gotta make this worth it. There you go. Nani? What'd you say? That is such a weird thing, not gonna lie. I can't believe we have to fight all these bosses just for a camera filter of all things. Like, what was that? Seriously, why? What's that as a reward? Quality time with Snatcher. Survive Snatcher for 2 minutes. Come on, kid. Let's just be pals. How about I don't throw any blue potions at you? And you don't hit me with your umbrella. Deal? Deal, because I got a Keyblade. I love how I said, let's not do another boss fight right away, and the next mission is a boss fight. So do we get an in-game timer, or do I have to actually start a timer? Do not answer my question here, game.
Can I help you?
There is nothing here yet. But to be fair, we haven't started the fight yet, so who knows? Yeah, we just did this, buddy. Nope. There is an in-game timer. Good. Still don't get our hats, though. Yeah, some variety, like variety streaming. Like the community used to exist and now died because tags are a thing. We're communities. Yeah, tags are still very buggy on Twitch because every time I load up my stream, they're all deleted. So every single time I have to enter in information, I have to re-add all my tags. That's kind of stupid, Twitch. Please fix. Can't wait till my chat client, Chatty, they update the support Twitch tags, because I'll just save all my tags as a preset. I'm getting tired of having them re-add the same tags every time. So dumb. This site's dumb at times, I swear. Now, where's my paycheck? Whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god. The height, dude. That's not supposed to happen. Snatcher wanted me to go to space, but the ceiling said no. Oh my gosh. Well, that is a moment. That is a clippable moment. I may go back and clip it later to see what the heck happened. Now I'm getting careless. Launching to space distracted me.
What a great time we had.
Yeah, thanks for the congrats on the Kodaku thing. That was just kind of surprised that I was one of the random Twitter accounts they pulled to quote in their article. I noticed a couple of the different Twitter accounts they quoted. They were kind of like in my situation, we didn't have that many followers. So apparently they were looking, I guess, for just any tweets on that one. Didn't matter who it was. So that was really beneficial for me because I already know I have a very small community. So that was really cool. Was not expecting that at all, but only like 57 followers and still dropping. I've actually lost more followers ever since I put in the Kodaku article and gained. I guess people don't like that. Apparently Kodaku quoted me? I don't know. People are weird. Then again, nothing new for Twitter. That was really cool. Oh, I just ran the spawn point. Bad move. I can easily survive this for 6 minutes. It's not that bad. You just have to not make stupid mistakes like that. And no more than 10 Twitter follows. Yeah, so you know exactly what I mean. It's like, it's very easy to keep a small community. It's hard to be noticed on Twitter nowadays, which is the biggest problem. But I respect every single one of my followers for that reason. I'm just glad like anyone chooses to follow at that point. How big or small, you're still a follower. Snatcher gonna come over here anytime soon? Hey, there you go. Wondering when he was gonna stop, and the only way to know he stops is by him actually coming towards you. Alright, well I cleared this death wish at least. Now let's try to go for as long as we can with 1 health. Can we do it? That's a no. Well, because we've seen so many bosses, let's just move on. We technically cleared it. Let's see something new. So what does that give me? Nothing? Snatcher. What's wrong with you? Also, reset contract. Oh, I think that means to reset the best time. That's what that meant. Alright, well we can do a time rift. Or we can go ahead and actually explore here. You know what? I haven't gotten to show off the Mario 64 wing cap mod yet. So let's actually do this next. So let me go to my mods. Now I have to turn it on so it doesn't have to, you know, screw me up. And conveniently for me, we're right here. So I don't need to worry about walking. I can just turn left and here we go. Now it doesn't matter what mission we pick, because every single one of these is open. I'm guessing Toilet of Doom is probably not though. So I'm just gonna do the first mission. The first mission I feel is one of the most open ones for Chapter 3, because it lets you pretty much go anywhere. Alright, so I won't need the hook shot on the compass badge. Alright, so let me actually use the rocket nozzle real quick. Let's get some height here. I guess you can't do it like that. Okay. Alright, a little more height. Actually, let's go all the way to the top. Why not? That'd be enough height for this to work. I mean, we got rocket nozzle. This is just cheating. There we go. Okay. So this is the highest point in the map. This would be perfect. Alright, so the wing cap does exactly what you expect it does. It's the wing cap from Mario 64. So it works in the exact same way. You can't fly any higher than where you start with the wing cap. And if you lose too much speed while going down, you can't go any higher. So it's really cool. It's basically exactly how wing cap controls in Mario 64, but it's just easier to control. Because wing cap in 64 at some points it's kind of stiff, especially if you're moving slow. But in this game, if you don't really have any speed starting out with wing cap, you still have a lot of control. And you gain more height with this thing, I swear, than in Mario 64. It's so cool. Also, when you fly, you do the Superman pose, which makes no sense. But it's also really cool. And you can do some flips. Wee. Alright, let's just actually go ahead and find this coin now. Alright, so we're getting closer. Hey, relic. Or, actually, no, it's not a relic. That's a piece of yarn. Yeah. I don't really care about yarn at this point game, thanks. Speaking of yarn, here's more. I guess I never really fully explored this side of the map, because there's a lot of yarn pieces here. Wait, let me... what's going on? I'm stuck. There you go. I got stuck on nothing there for a second, which was a little weird. Not gonna lie. There you go. On the ice. Okay, now let's take a look. Oh, I can see it from here. Yeah! I can tell how you're supposed to get up here. Supposed to hook shot all around the place. But we cheated. Because we can fly. Okay, there's still no coin here. This honestly seems like one of the best levels to actually show off this mod, because there's so much depth here. So much depth. Alright, we're getting closer. Still getting there. Alright, it's up here. Yeah, there it is. Again, without mods, just have to do some clever platforming to get over here. Let's get out of here. And immediately lose my speed. It's so easy to bonk with this. Like any slope surface, you're going too quick up, it counts as a bonk. I gotta be really careful when moving around with the turbo nozzle. Though it feels good to use it as much here as I can, because out of all the 3 nozzles in Mario Sunshine, this was probably one of the most useless ones, only because there was not that many situations you really got to use this. When you could, it was amazing. But that's when you could. Because there was a lot of levels that did not even have this in it. And when it did, it was really not that useful because you really didn't need to go fast or scale around water. You were just kind of using it just because you felt like it. Oh, I get the order now. Gotta do this, and then I can fly. Although, imagine doing that. Oh, I'm stuck on the tree. I'm stuck on the tree. Imagine doing that in both Mario 64 and oh, I am in T-pose. Every single time I want to say something, the game kind of stops me. Where is this coin? It's keep on pointing out of bounds. Now imagine doing this in either Mario 64 or Sunshine, where you use the rocket nozzle to get a lot of height, and then you immediately use a wing cap to fly. That'd be so broken. Yeah, wing cap just has a lot of nostalgia. I can completely agree with Iceberg, because every time I see this thing, I always think of just screwing around in Mario 64. I don't get to use it too much in the Let's Play I'm doing of it on YouTube, only because there's not that many levels in the game where you really get a lot of use out of wing cap. But when we get to use it, we get to use it, that's for sure. Actually, one of the best examples was showing it off in Lethal Loggerland, only because that level, if you use the wing cap there, it completely breaks the star. It makes it way easier than intended. Since their intended way was for you to just go all around the place on the log to go get a star on lava that can easily kill you. But if you have the wing cap, you can just fly to it. So, yeah, that's the thing. I think I'm going to actually change missions because something doesn't feel right with this last coin. It feels like this is nowhere near me. And the only way to fix this issue is I'm going to try loading a different mission and see what happens. I'm going to load the Queen Vanessa mission because it may be pointing me actually towards the mansion. And if I can't go to the mansion because I'm not on the right mission, that's a problem. It'd be easier to point me in the direction by just selecting the mission at this point. I think my favorite part about Wing Cap was actually the music. The cap itself was really useful, but I think the music was even better because it was a remix of just the invincibility theme of Mario. Actually, to be more precise, it was a remix of the Baby Mario theme from Yoshi's Island. So, it's a remix of a remix. Because that theme's a remix of the invincibility theme and adding more notes. Okay, I was right. This is Queen Vanessa. Nice bonk. Yeah, flying around the place is really fun, especially if you get 100% and then you can fly around outside by going to the top of the castle. That was always fun. Like if you got all the stars and went up to the top after you unlocked the cannon, getting that hidden wing cap up there, that's pretty cool. What am I hitting? There you go. Her feet's not moving that much. Like, her feet looks like they should be moving way quicker than this. Mario's feet moves quicker than this using Turbo. It's pointing me up. It's on the top of the mansion? Still up. I can't believe all this is solid. Yeah, you're supposed to get up here because this is a Rift coin. How are you supposed to get up here normally? Hang on. Oh, hang on. I see how. You gotta get up here and then you can wall jump up. But how do you get up here? Hang on. I want to look at this without, like, abusing my mods. That's how you get in, which I don't want. I know, game. Game, calm it down. I don't want to do that. Yeah, how the heck would you get up there? Imagine you have to go around this way? No, this is just go to the front door. Okay. I don't know. Oh. This is kind of weird, but maybe you have to do this. You have to climb up here, grab the ledge to get another jump. Yeah, like this. Okay, now I'm up here, which means then I can wall jump in this section which will get me that rift token. Okay. That's kind of a clever way to get up here, and a really hidden token, not gonna lie. Which, in sense, also hides this coin. Alright, so that's everything. You know what, let's explore a little bit more here. Let's see what's even higher up here. So all this is still solid. The roof is not. The roof is slippery. But can I actually do this? Nope. I'm a sliding. I'm a stuck. I'm sliding more. If I could have jumped out of that, that means I actually could have probably rocketed again. The ball was solid. I'm at the highest point in this map. This is the highest point I can go at this portion of the map. This is cool. Take that, game. Swagging on him. You can even stand on top of this thing, which is weird. Collision. Also weird collision. Oh, gosh. Alright, so before we actually quit out, I actually want to show a little secret about this level. This is one of the scariest missions in the entire game. Simply because Queen Vanessa, she's pretty frightening, and I believe if she catches you at all, it's a one-hit KO. And this is a pretty long level, and you're not allowed to use your hats at all. In fact, this guy's going to come in and say, hey, no hats. So while you can still have access to them by just looking like this, you can't use them. So what's actually very interesting about this level is right here. You can come in here. That's what you're supposed to do normally. You grab this key. It unlocks the door. If you don't want to play this, though, get in between these two kegs and then just crawl. You crawl in between these two kegs. There's a little hidden crawl space that takes you to the very end of this level. It takes you right up to the attic, leading you to the timepiece. You skip the entire level, and that's developer intended. They put that in here for a reason. It's like when you play a level from Super Mario Maker and you find the accidental back door because it wasn't that well hidden, but it's known as the dev door because it's the only way that got that level actually uploaded. How curiosity, use any Bluetooth speakers? Yeah, my soundbar is Bluetooth. So every once in a while I'll hook up my phone and use the Bluetooth soundbar for that. Actually, I was using it earlier today to finish listening to a podcast. I also have like a little Bluetooth speaker I also use for a couple different things when I'm working around the house. So I got like 2 different Bluetooth speakers in a way. They're both pretty nice. Alright, what is this? The Queen's dress. I would say we're cross-dressing, but we're girls, so this makes sense. And every single hat you can put on. Actually, this is probably the most fitting. It looks like I'm wearing a ribbon around my head now. This actually looks really natural. Holy crap. Do I have high heels? Oh no, they're flat foot. The flat foot shoes. We actually get on a lighter surface. Yeah, these are flat foot shoes. Actually, what was the dialogue again? I can't remember. What was the dialogue again for when you play through Queen Vanessa's level? Ice hat, please. It won't activate. Let me get up here. Now it's activating. Okay. There we go. Day 29. Oops. I don't think anyone saw me do that. Should I come up with an excuse just in case? It's a freak accident. Oh, okay, no, she's still talking about melting the ship and crashing it. Burning. Death. I thought she couldn't talk about Queen Vanessa. She talks about the last mission. You actually collected the timepiece for, I'm guessing. Can that be more frightening than my wife without makeup? Dang. The harshness. I think from what I've heard, this costume, I think, was actually made by someone in the community. And then Gears for Breakfast actually got to use it. So that's pretty cool. I think I actually will play a level with this for a moment because I actually want to see how this looks for the rest of this. Let's do a time rift. Community rift, let's go. Oh, this is actually more based off of Chapter 4. That's kind of interesting. Also, I still have this on. I don't want this on. Also, I don't want this hat on. There you go. Let's use hover nozzle because I don't want to break this too much. Oh, hi. Nice weather. You hot? I got some water. Oh, good, he's harmless. Okay, I was worried. Because there's a lot of those guys in Chapter 4 that are not harmless. Actually, you know what? Why not? Let's actually use Compass Badge because I want to see the story for this area. So, to make sure we actually don't miss anything, we'll use this. It still says to go backwards, though, which is kind of interesting. I don't know why it's still saying to go that way. Yeah, it's still saying to go this way. There's nothing else here. What do you want me to do? Jump in the pit? I'm not doing that, game. Oh, I see. Now I see. I don't want to take off the lilac badge. We'll just take off the magnet. Rift gates are spawned using bells. Use your kit hat to find them. Really? That's new. Yeah, I actually have to spawn these things in now. That is new. Game, why are you telling me to jump in the pit? I want to know why you telling me to go this way. There is nothing over here. I'm not doing it. Now see, that's more like it. What's that? Is that an area I can actually go to? Can I get to all that? I can! There's stuff up there. Oh wow, this is a big room. Ah, this is really cool. I like the idea of this level. This is really cool. Actually gives me use for this hat now. Because I don't really have much use for this, but this is like the new area I've never seen. So I actually have some use. Oh, bad timing. Also bad timing. Shouldn't have jumped. I go back. There's nothing there. I did everything here, game. Let me see something real quick. I want to see where it points when I'm standing here. Okay, it basically means you're done here. Because I can't go there. I'm taking this thing off. Compass badge is horrible in this stage. It just doesn't work. I don't know why. I really want to use Flood for this. I can't use both Flood and the Dweller Mask at the same time. It's impossible. Now I can, though, because I don't need to worry. Cheating like you can in Sunshine. Who needs platform when you have Flood? Just playing around with this thing makes me want to go back and play more Sunshine. I actually played around with a Sunshine mod the other day, like a level pack. It was only like 6 levels. Some of them were actually pretty difficult. The other ones are just kind of like more or less proof of concepts to show how it would work, because some of them barely changed. It's a cool idea. I kind of would like to see more Sunshine ROM hacks, but unfortunately it's a GameCube game. GameCube games are not easy to mod, so not many people actually bother. So I know the modding community for a GameCube thing is very small. Oh, that was a storyboard piece. Cool. I didn't even know that was up there. So Deer in London is offering smart glasses with live subtitles. That's actually kind of an interesting concept, not gonna lie. Like, that seems like a pretty good use for smart glasses in a way. Just make it easier for you to actually understand the movie. So we're gonna give you glasses that can actually give you subtitles. That's a cool idea. I like that. Now, how well that could work for some people is probably the biggest if right there. That's always the biggest problem. Everyone's eyesight is different, which is why a lot of people can't watch 3D movies. Myself included. My eyesight's not good enough for 3D stuff. I turn on the 3D slider on the 3DS for a tiny bit, and then I want to throw up because holy crap, it hurts my eyes. So 3D is one of those things that wasn't for everyone. I'm wondering if those kind of glasses can work too. I mean, I don't really see why not in a way. Because all it is just words appearing in front of your eyes and not extra graphics. Okay, there's all this stuff over here I really want to look at. I think I'm done here technically, but I'm actually going to try to see if I can get to that stuff over on the other side of the map real fast. So I'm going to go back up here. Oh, I activated my hat way too late there. No. He takes away all of it. I thought he was going to leave me at least a pixel.
Welcome aboard.
Actually, you know what? Let's cheese this even more. Oh man, it's a good thing the dress stops rendering halfway through because that's some upskirt shots. Okay. Now, because we have wing cap and we can break it, let's break this.
Hi, how can I help?
Gonna get as much height as I can. And let's fly up here. See if the stuff's solid. These guys are walking on it, so I imagine this area is completely solid. Oh yeah. It's even coated as water still. It's almost like you're actually allowed to get back here, but you're technically not because, you know, no other way to get back here is kind of a problem. Oh, he slaps you. He slaps you hard. Don't slap the guy. He didn't like it. Check out the Minopath. Yeah, that's really cool. This is also this thing here? What is this? Actually, it's a piece of cheese that says sawed off. It's the Mafia stuff. Why is a piece of Mafia cheese doing here? That's kind of out of place, not gonna lie. It's solid too, so you can walk on it. That's really weird. Oh, I can even see that from a distance. Can you get from that? Can you get that from here? I'm wing capping it. It's loading more as more of the camera's focusing on it. I'm losing a lot of height, so I'm not gonna be able to make it all. That's actually the beginning area. Actually, yeah. Maybe that's what the compass was pointing me towards before. Because it was so close, it just loading us all as one map. That's really interesting. Alright, let's just fall to our death. Let's really fall to our death. Okay, we looped. We looped before we died because the level just kind of reset itself after a while there. So good to know. If you fall too far in this game, you will go back to the ceiling, which also counts as death. Because that's exactly what happened. Went too high, so the ceiling killed us. Oh, these are bouncy. Could have fooled me. Hang on, I need dweller mass actually to kill these things. There you go. How about the hover? Oh, yeah, I can't do anything with this badge on. Just equip anything. Equip that. I can't do homing attacks with Lilac's badge on, so I'm gonna have to take off Cyclone. Oh, you can just bounce off these guys if not on the plane of existence. That's cool. Really? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm trying to use Cyclone. I intently have it off. So used to using it for attacking. Okay, I'm back in the beginning. Let's go this way. As I die. Excuse me, how are you supposed to get over here without mods? You're supposed to get over here. So how? I'm gonna turn back on my headpiece. I feel naked without it. I'm using it so much, it's just almost like a natural move to me. I'm very confused how you're supposed to technically get over here without a mod of some kind to help you, like my Lilac headpiece, Flood, Wing Cap. That gap is too big to jump over without anything else. It looks like maybe possible you can like just barely make the ledge. But even then, I think that's pushing your luck. I don't think it's possible. Can't be it. Can it? No, it's saying to go over here. Yeah, kind of what I thought. Oh, that's not what I wanted. And it's done. It's seriously done. The entire time, it was just pointing me to that. Are you kidding me? That is not what I want a game. I want a piece of the tickets. I don't want that garbage. I feel like there should have been a ticket here, but I did not see a single thing for a ticket. Yeah, it seriously feels like there should be a ticket nearby, but there isn't anything. That doesn't feel good. If they skip one here, but then get like 3 in another section, I'm fine with that. Oh, wait. No, I knew it. I knew there had been something. And I'm glad I didn't leave. Where am I getting all my water? I think that's probably the best question. I have so much water in this hover pack. Where is Flood getting all his water from? Because it's kind of dry in here. It's like the Sahara Desert, basically, for Flood. There is not a single drop of this water. Also, if we're in the final area and I need 4 tickets, I feel like I missed a ticket then, because there can't be every single ticket in this area. That was a really bad move. Take off the Cyclone badge. Oh, wait. Almost missed that. Oh, wait, was that our ticket? No, it couldn't have been. I had 5 when I got the one from the other ledge. That cloud is seriously having an issue. It pops in and out no matter where you look. What a weird cloud. Game, do not. Yeah, you did. Got me in a weird trap loop. Okay. Now what do you want me to do, game? I'm not gonna jump down there and die. Will this work? Maybe. If we don't overshoot it. Or undershoot. There. Wow, that is picky. Anybody, excuse me, looking for tickets? Seen a ticket? Wow, we are missing a lot of the tickets. I don't have pretty much anything from the story, really. It doesn't really fully open until you get like halfway through it. Man, that's rough. This is a rough chapter for all the tickets. Man, I'm gonna have to really scavenge this in my own time to figure that one out then. Unless... Ticket. Ticket. Hey, a ticket. 2 more, please. Please? No? Dang. Wait, is there an invisible wall? There is. I can't re-explore this area. This looks similar to the one we were in earlier, actually. Oh, no, this is different. There's more pillars and goats. Lots and lots of goats. What is this? Legend says a gray hero from long ago went on a grand journey to get to the Twilight Bell. He left his home and faced many troubles along the way, but persevered. This statue is here in remembrance of him. There's a quote on the backside of the stone, supposedly from the goat himself. It reads, "Never forget being determined can push you to greater lengths than you may ever know. Be proud of your work, even if it's a small thing." You wish you could meet that goat one day. He seems like he's been a great... He'd be a great friend to have, even if they don't talk. Okay, the wording is a little trippy there, not gonna lie. But yeah, that's a pretty good quote, not gonna lie. That's nice. I like it. Now give me back my Lila Hes piece. I want to spin. Yeah, because I don't feel like jumping. Alright, so everything but the storybook pages, not surprising. Apparently I got all the rift pawns, that's a first. Okay, how much of the story can we actually get from this? The Forgotten Children. Oh, these were all the kids who were wearing dweller masks. So I'm betting that this was a village of kids who just play around with masks all day, because this is not Halloween. And one day, this must have been after Queen Vanessa went crazy, because now her ice is taking over the castle because of her rage. So all the kids in the town were getting frozen over, and they were dying. And they all became spirits, which these are the spirits that help you light up the cherry bombs. So Snatcher comes in to help him in a way with the contract, but Snatcher also causes problems with his contract. So, in a way, Snatcher both saves and also tortures them more. So the kids in that village has a hard life only because of Vanessa taking over. That's sad. That is really, really sad. That's pretty much a lot of the plot in this game in a nutshell, which is really sad. Alright, well, that's pretty much everything here except for this. Breaching the contract. Defeat the Snatcher. I'm even more handsome than normal. Or than usual. Same thing. So, we get a harder version of Snatcher. Not surprised, we usually get to have a hard mode fight in one of these. The question is, though, what exactly are we doing? Do we get to keep our hats for this? Or is it just like the first fight and he strips us of our hat? That's my only question. Stop wearing that hat. Gotta wear a dress. Gotta impress Snatcher. No, it's the same dialogue. Yeah, he's taking my hat. So it's the same thing as the first fight in terms of that, but he's glowing rainbow. Is this Pride Snatcher? Does he embrace his colors? Taste the rainbow? Have a Skittle.
Time you saw what I'm really capable of, kid. Say goodbye to that little head of yours.
Alright, let's see what happens in the rematch. So now his little beam attacks, also called shockwaves. That's really useful to know. Really terrifying in a way. Still gotta wait probably for one of these vials after I start attacking him proper. Alright, at least these don't cause shockwaves. If we had like a million things cause a shockwave, that would have been a problem. Oh, now the imposters start to follow me. Not that big of a deal because they're still pretty slow. And he's firing so many of these at once, all I'm seeing is just light. Here, have some medicine. Now you're blue. And rainbow. And I'm hurting. And I jumped right on the edge of that. That's bad. Yeah, we're skipping all this. I don't want you to do that again, Snatcher. Now this music is really good because it's just very grand, and it makes sense for Snatcher to have a grand setting. I can't even see where these are landing anymore. They're overlapping way too much. And that's a big problem. Okay, the shockwave was still going on during this. Oh, he's still going. Dear God, he doesn't stop. Wait, he's doing this and he's throwing beacons? Or beakers? That's weird. At least it gave me some health. Ah, shouldn't have done the dive. Oh, there's another beaker over here. Jump! I couldn't jump. Because I took that 1 extra second to stay on the ground, I got pushed up. I couldn't jump. Where'd that drop? Okay, right next to him. Good. Here. I didn't know he would drop more than one beaker during this fight now for you to throw. I gotta really keep my eye out for another beaker landing on the ground. Somebody shockwaves. Calm down. Oh, he got me right before I could move. Ah, that's bad timing. Cancel that. Why did I do a double jump? I only pressed the button once. That was weird. Jump. Is he not gonna do the wink attack? Because one, devs probably know about the multiple hit thing. And two, it's probably one of the most predictable attacks from Snatcher, so maybe they're not doing that on purpose. Oh, crap. I don't want this. I can't dodge everything while trying to only carry this thing with one jump. I mean, so far he kind of seems like the easiest out of the three, like, super bosses we've gotten, like, from the rematches, but he's still pretty challenging. So while he may be one of the easier ones, doesn't make him easy, he's still pretty rough. Just his patterns a little more predictable compared to the Conductor and DJ Grooves, for example, in their fight, where they just kind of did what they felt like really, really fast. That was rough. There we go. Nope. Every rhyme, how you doing? Ow. Yeah, I can tell he gets faster. Like, each hit seems like he's getting faster. Oh, I thought I had cleared that. And same for that, that's kind of bad. And how did I get stuck? I wasn't moving there for a second. I don't know what happened. That was really weird. I just got comboed. That's pretty much the moral of the story. I got comboed. And combo in this fight's not good. Oh, really? He might actually give me help pretty early in the fight because of that. Almost landed right on one of the clones. That would have been stupid. Where's the bottle? There it is. Throw it. Oh, I'm just gonna tank the hit, I guess. Or I can still get hit by that. Even though I should have had more than enough invincibility frames to run past all that. And timing's really strict. Really strict on that move. He just wanted to show me up because it's his contract. This is his death wish. So Snatcher wants to be number one. I already had to do this fight technically twice today. Once with the rush, and once with just dodging his moves. So Murray used a lot of your patterns, buddy. Okay, knew that was gonna happen at one point. Why'd it have to happen this early? Oh, that's bad. When you want to stay still to dodge something and you can't because you got beakers being thrown at you. Oh, let go. Didn't know you can auto pick up the beaker. That's actually kind of bad. Oh, not this move. I hate this move. How are you supposed to dodge this? It's literal hell. That's the move where I can keep the beaker for and throw it at him to cancel it. Yep, you're doing it again. I have to just bait him. That's how you do it. Okay. I have to bait him to shoot in different areas so I can just run back and forth. That is really tight. Honestly, I'm surprised it worked. Oh! I didn't have enough time. Now he's getting really bad with the pattern. I don't know where that was in the fight. That did not feel like halfway. That felt like maybe a quarter. He has a lot of health. To be fair, all these bosses during their remix fight have a lot of health. Sometimes too much health. As we've seen with DJ Rubin's Conductor, they have way too much health. Satchel's the same HP in original and EX. Oh, okay. Maybe because of just how much more the fight would be drawn out because of his pattern change. It makes it feel like he has more HP for some reason. Thanks for that heads up. Okay, this is a good pattern to keep with. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. No, jump, jump. Oh, how did I dodge the beaker? Yeah, if he doesn't do his weak move, I will never get a double hit. He knows. He just knows. Speaking of beaker, let me just leave it, actually. I'll dodge his stuff. Yeah, that's why. Get out of here. Take that move and get rid of it. Barely gives you enough time to do that. Oh, that was too short of a jump. Wait, did the arena just get bigger? Or is it just me? It may be just me. Oh, he dropped the beaker. Ah, that's what happens when I'm trying to focus on that and dodge. It's not a good thing. Yeah, it was just me. I don't know why it felt bigger. Probably because of how the camera just zoomed back in that one shot. But the arena felt like it grew, which like, alright, that doesn't make any sense, game. Why are you making this bigger? That made the fight easier, not harder. I've done everything in these fights to make it harder. So to make the arena bigger would be confusing. Now that actually felt like 1,000 beakers. Compared to his normal fight where it feels like maybe 200 at the most. This music is good. The original Snatcher boss fight music is way better. It's just so much more catchy in my opinion. Not like the music's bad, but it's really hard to top that theme from Snatcher. It's such a good theme. Yeah, no, this is still a good piece of music, I will agree. Again, nothing could beat the original Snatcher theme. That's still a really good theme. Stop. Thank you. Need you to stop just for 1 second so I can throw this. Do not let me throw my beaker. You can say 7 regular, 114 EX. You talk about health with those numbers. If that's health, then it would make sense, like a little bit of a buff. Oh god, this is a really bad pattern. It's getting worse. It was really bad. Wait, listen to this music in the gym? Probably. This seems like some pretty good music to listen to for a workout. Like anything high action like this, it's good to get your blood pumping. So high-paced music is usually what I listen to when I'm trying to work on stuff, because it just gives me more energy. Oh, 8,740 beakers. That's from the beaker amount. Okay, so he does just throw more beakers at you here, by just like just a little over 50 or so. Not too surprising. Because it's definitely not 1,000. That's obvious. That's a joke. I think the game would probably crash by 1,000 beakers. It just couldn't handle it. Like, no. There's too many beakers here. Turn it off. Turn it off. Man, he's just lining me up in the worst patterns right now. I don't like this. The only problem, trying to predict some of the patterns he'll do for his little shockwave moves is not easy. I almost hit him and then took damage. That would have been bad because I would have died. How did I dodge that? That shouldn't have worked. I was trying to jump over that too. Nope, not doing that. So, oh, come on. He teleported the second it was next to him too. It's like, I see that beaker. I'm out. Where did it even go? How am I gonna get that? It's in the acid. I'm pretty much screwed if it jumps in the acid like that. I was hoping to throw it right before he teleported too. That's why I rushed for the beacon or the beaker. Why? That's so hard. It's so hard to say beaker. Concentration mode makes me. Let's not talk. What? Wow, how'd that not hurt me? I went through her. That was close. Get off the wall! Why? Why you got a man test the wall hack it? Now is not the time to be hugging walls. Ow, why did I flip again? What? Why did she crouch? I tapped it. Tapped the button. That's the only problem with using a controller, I guess, with triggers instead of a digital button for that move. But apparently she'll decide to just do this. That's never happened to me before controlling this. That's weird. No, we're canceling this. Go away, Shockwaves. Man, those guys are moving quicker now that it's hard to keep up with the dash move in the air. At least I got my health back. Hey, Beaker. No, throw the beaker! Good, I like this move. This one's way easier to dodge than some of the later moves. Plus, it usually gives me health if I did enough damage. Can't keep up. Too fast. I couldn't jump in time. I had like a frame to jump as soon as I land on the ground. That's so bad. I had no time to react to that. Man, I'm so close too. I felt like I was getting near the end of that. It felt like pretty far in the fight. Someone take a walk out. I can't speak, apparently. Wow. Where's the stop stream button? No. What I was trying to say is, I still stand by my words with this guy. I think he's still probably one of the easier ones compared to the other two bosses we already fought in their extra mode. I still think probably the worst one so far is DJ Grooves and the Conductor Mixed. That was just pure chaos. Because it's way easier to read this guy's moves, he's not as bad as those two. And then Mafia guy was just pretty rough. But he was also the first one, so it's hard to say. First one I fought, so I may have a different stance on him now. I jumped over that. Nope. I love getting a Beaker when he's about ready to do the multi-shock move. That's the best time to get it. Stop it. No more shockwaves. Any more, this is actually going easier to dodge compared to the other shockwave move. Like, this one's hard, but I'm actually getting the pattern better than the other one, where he just kind of shoots out 3 at a time and keeps on doing it faster and faster. That one seems harder to dodge now than the red ones. Yeah, this one. This one I feel is harder to dodge any more than the red one. Because it just gets really chaotic once it gets too fast. I'm right in the way of one of these, yep. Gimme, 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 gimme. I jumped over that. Oh, come on.
Really great work out there, kiddo. Impressive stuff.
Yeah, I'm getting the hang of this at this point. We got a lot of tries in. So I'm getting the hang of his pattern. We'll probably be able to beat him soon enough at this rate. Again, shouldn't be as bad as DJ Groove's Conductor Mix. That was a rough fight. I have to stress it so much because that fight was stupid. It was legit stupid on its difficulty. It's like, remember that first fight? Wasn't that bad? Alright, and we just kind of broke the difficulty slider. It went off the charts. A little too much difficulty was after that fight. Oh, careful. And out, Iceberg. Alright, well, thanks for stopping by the stream. You have a good night. That was way too close. No! Ah, I was afraid I was going to land on that in the backdrop. I have to rely on some health drops. Okay, this pattern's not that bad now. Wouldn't have said that like 20 minutes ago at this rate. I didn't know it was happening, so it was a bad time to dash towards these guys. And then I couldn't even see that with all the chaos going on.
Appreciate something until it's gone. I'm just helping you appreciate living.
This fight would probably be a little bit easier if I actually knew the timing for this dash. If I can just get the boost out of it, it'd probably be a little bit easier. Oh, I couldn't even see that with all the thanks, smog, smoke, whatever the heck this chemical is. What is he even throwing in these speakers? What chemical is it? I wonder. I mean, it's all blue. It's gotta be something blueberry flavored. I thought I could dodge that in time. Could not. B, thank you. Wait, one of the shockwaves didn't appear for a second there. What happened? Why did it not work? That was very bizarre. No, not this again! Ah, that's the worst time to make the clones.
It'd break my heart if I had one.
Your one-liners are not helping right now, Snatcher. You are not helping. Probably shouldn't have spun in circles in that section. That was actually very risky, but it paid off in my favor. I couldn't jump. Really bad pattern to start dodging. Stop trying to crouch! Why does that happen? I'm not holding the button, and then she wants to just crouch. Not good. That is not good to do right now, Hackhead. You just wasted like half my health. This is very close. In every direction. Man, following that attack with this is not fun. Why, Snatcher? You're pure evil. You're pure evil. Oh, thank you for the heart. Not so bad now. The more this music plays, the more I think of Bomberman 64. Or actually, more specifically, Bomberman Hero on the N64. Because it sounds like almost the boss music from that game. Because it has a lot of the same notes. How did that hit me when I was above the shockwave? Hit detection is now getting wonky. If I'm above something, it still hurts. That should not count. Why did that still count, game? Please explain. Really? Again, hit detection's wonky on these little shockwaves right now. This is getting stupid. Wasted so much health for no good reason. That was bad judgment on my part, so that's bad to start this fight off with only 2 health. Really? You gotta follow that attack with this attack? Too many shockwaves. Jump! I can't see when that's all going on. There's so many shockwaves. If I'm on the ground, I can't see what's coming next. Oh, now you're following up a shockwave with another shockwave mash. This guy just doesn't want to stop with the shockwaves. Snatcher, you got a little bit of an issue with shockwaves. You're a little obsessed. Oh, that was the worst place to land. I was maybe like a foot or two of a gap. That's way too narrow. This fight's becoming really rough for all the wrong reasons now. Making a lot of dumb mistakes early on, which means later portions when I actually want health, I don't have it. Health is so sparse in these modes here, I kind of want to take as much as I can get. And keep as much as I can for all these later fights. For all the later phases of each fight, I want to keep that health. Hey, Sir Penzek, how you doing? What do you mean by wait? What do you mean by backseat gaming? Well, pretty much just like tell me how to play the game, tell me hints when I don't want it, that kind of thing. It's for like people who come in chats who would actually do that kind of thing, because that's can't speak when all this happened. So much chaos. That's happened to me a couple times in the past, and I just want to avoid that. I just don't want people to pretty much tell me how to play a game. That's more or less backseat gaming. Okay, good. He dropped that now. Throw it. That was the best time to get that beaker. That was the worst time to do a little jump. Oh, don't you give me time to move. Why don't you snatch her? And then that has to happen. Why? Oh, there's a beaker over there. I need that so bad right now, but I can't get it. Can I give an example? Pretty much saying, like, well, let's say for the hats in this game, for example. Say, like, you must use the sprint hat on this boss. Like, that kind of thing. Like, pretty much telling you to do a specific thing. Like, that is more or less what I mean by the backseat gain. Also saying, oh, don't play the level this way. Instead, play it, like, super fast. Like, that's like a backseat thing. It's harder to say for a game like this, but for games that more or less have more direction to it, like, say, an RPG, telling me to use one specific move over another is also a little bit of backseating. Or, like, Super Mario Odyssey is actually where this happened a lot, where people will tell me where and how to get all the moons. That's not what I want. And yeah, this is kind of hard, but this is technically the hard mode fight. This is an extra mode fight, so it's ramped up to 11. It is real rough. Not enough time to dodge the shockwaves and then land. That was really stupid. I thought I was gonna miss that. Gotcha. Yeah, basically demands of how to play a game. Like that's more or less what it means. It's kind of hard to explain backseat gaming in text for like chat rules and such. I go a little more in detail about it on the channel page, so if, like, scroll down below. If you're on mobile, just go to the info tab. It's a little more explained in like the chat rules section. But yeah, basically it's just demands is what more or less backseat gaming means. And some people do like doing that from what I've seen in the past, so some people don't really care. They just want to see you play a game in their way, which is not how it always works with some people. A hint once in a while is fine, especially if the streamer asks for it. Like, once in a while, I'll ask for a hint. But saying just what to do right away is not really a hint. Okay, I can't get that now. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, Seal the Deal is a really cool piece of DLC. I'm not sure when it's going to come to consoles. I know that Gears for Breakfast said they're focusing mainly on the PC and the Switch versions right now. Like, they were focused on the PC version to patch this up and to release it in general. But then also, after this was released, I know pretty much most of their attention now is on Switch. So they get that version out. So I don't know. I think maybe by the time the Switch version releases is when we'll see the Seal the Deal DLC on PS4 and Xbox One as well. I hope that's sometime this year. I would not like to see it pushed to 2019. It'd be great if console players get to try out this DLC now, basically. Like sometime this year. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad place. Bad place. Ah, that was a really bad pattern. Yeah, I'm feeling like around the time Switch gets the Hat in Time port, I feel like that's around the time they'll probably have Seal the Deal on the other consoles too. Because they're probably going to have Seal the Deal on Switch day one. Like, that's probably going to be ready to buy the second the game's there, or even bundled with it. So if they're going to do that, they'll probably have it ready for the consoles in general. I really hope at least that's the case. Normally that happens with games and DLC if they're porting it. Throw it! Oh, what happened with the weird delay on that one? Nah, I shouldn't have jumped that way. I should have jumped the other way. And then I started the crawl again because, of course, that happens. Why? A tap means to go. When you're running and you tap on the trigger, you don't crawl. Why? Hey, Chris, how you doing? I thought I was going to get hit there. I'm ever going to play Kingdom Hearts 2? Eventually. I'll need to play the Chain of Memories and... I don't remember what the other game is before that one. There are a couple I need to play before 2. I don't know if I'll ever stream it, I have to say. Did he not drop the beacon this time? I feel like he should have dropped it by now. Oh no, wait a minute, he did, but he dropped in the dang acid. I didn't know he could drop in the acid, that's dumb. Can I grab it from here? Can I? Oh no, it reset because he had to throw a new one. Thank you. That would have been bad if I had to just take a hit to actually hit him. That would have been horrible. Play Kingdom Hearts 2 after Chain of Memories. Well, see, I want to play them in like the order that they released. I don't even care if I don't get the story because I really don't care about the story. So I kind of want to play Chains next. I can play on the order of the collection on PS4. Which, speaking of, I did hear that they're re-releasing that collection again on PS4 as like an ultimate pack in a way. Like all the games are in one disc now, which is cool. At the same time, this is Square just showing they love to re-release the same game over and over again and also screwing over the Xbox users. Because that could have easily now been ported to Xbox One. But Kingdom Hearts 3 players on Xbox still going to be confused because there's no way to play any of those games on a Microsoft system. This would have been the opportunity, and they screwed up yet again. I don't know why they're not releasing like the Ultimate Collection, like whatever the heck it's called, on Xbox, because that's a really bad move. If you're releasing 3 on the system, you had 2 chances to do that, and they screwed both of those chances up. You're gonna follow that attack with this, really? Like there's no more shockwaves left, because I probably would have dashed right into it. Oh, cool. This. Go, go, go. You're serious? Not again. And send the dang acid again. Because, of course, he had to teleport. The split second I threw, dang, come on. I can get it, but I don't think I want to during this. This is not the best time to grab. Can I get it now? It doesn't matter, because he teleports again. This guy's a troll. He's legit trolling me anymore. Oh, my gosh. Well, they've already pretty much confirmed that the Kingdom Hearts remakes are not coming to Xbox One, because they would have announced it alongside the PS4 version. If there's no announcements for Xbox, then it's not coming to Xbox, period. This is their one chance to do it, so they're not. So it's only 3 on Xbox, which is stupid. I honestly don't even know why they're porting it to the Xbox at this point, outside of just, let's just sell as many copies of 3 as we can, so put it on the system that nobody plays an RPG on. Because Microsoft is not known for RPGs. Most of the user base for RPGs don't play on Xbox, normally. So I don't imagine the sales for Kingdom Hearts 3 are going to be nearly as good on Xbox One as they are going to be on PS4. It's not going to be like a third of the number, probably. So I'm surprised they even bothered to announce it for Xbox in general. So to not announce the collections there as well is not a good move. It's not hard to release the collection at this point on Xbox. PS4 and Xbox One are so close in the architecture, it's not hard to put any game on any system at that point. Ah. They were way too spread out. That's not helping at all. I feel when you want to jump over something, all you gotta do is cough. You have to reach for a mute switch, so you can't press the A button. Thank you, mute buttons. Really? Let me just move out of the way. Pick it up. Throw it. How did I not get hit by any of that? I am legit shocked. Okay, what is he doing? Okay, this I can handle. And he gave me health too. It's only on Xbox in the West. That's weird. That's really weird. It must be a Square of North America decision then. I like, why? Why are they even doing it if they're not going to release the other games at all on the system? It's kind of a weird thing. It doesn't make any sense. It's the one of the last games in story-wise for the whole series. It's the latest one. But yet, no one's going to know what's going on if they don't know the whole story. So that's why you need to play other games in the series. If the PS4 keeps on getting all the old games via remakes, I don't get why they haven't even bothered. Like, if you're going to do that for a Western decision, make it a Western decision to port the collections too. It's kind of weird. Square always just makes weird decisions when it comes to their games being ported. Whether it be what games they port multiple times or just what consoles get what. I don't know, it's weird. In general, at this point, it feels weird to say. I was listening to a podcast the other day about this, and it actually makes a lot of sense. What does Xbox even have for this year? Like, what at all did it really have? The only real game I can think of that really came out that actually got some kind of press was Sea of Thieves. And it was not good press. The game tanked. A lot of people did not like it, and there was a lot of negative reviews about the game saying it was bare. So, really, what does Xbox really have this year? They got nothing. There's nothing else really coming out later this year at all for the system, from what I've heard. And then the next thing I think that's supposed to be on it, that's worth buying it for, is Crackdown 3, which is in February. So really, if you're not into things like Forza, which just came out, which a lot of people are not, I know like the people who play a lot of sports games will be into that. But it's not just people who play sports games who have an Xbox at this point. So that's a weird thing. I think anymore they're starting to become less and less relevant in a way of IPs, which is why they keep on buying out these companies for the IPs. It just feels like at this rate they have no idea what they're doing with their console. It's just that they're kind of scrambling. They're doing what they think could be the best idea, but it's not working out. The only thing that's really been working in their favor so far has been Game Pass, and it's because it's a fantastic deal. That's pretty much it. It's super cheap, the library is humongous, and it's just one of the best ways to check out a lot of new games, because a lot of new games have been putting on Game Pass. Which, again, makes it almost feel useless to get the system, because those games are also on PC. So if you get Game Pass and you have a computer that runs Windows 10, you can play all the games that release like day one for the Xbox One on a computer. So is there any relevance to Microsoft anymore as a game maker? It seems like anymore it's becoming less and less of an issue for them to be in the game console race. So it makes you question, like, what could be their next move? Oh, I got the super jump again. That's not the time to get the super jump. It was funny the first time, but in the hard mode fight is not helpful. Yeah, Microsoft in a way, yeah, they're invalidating themselves by just moving everything to PC. I think the biggest problem they're having with it is they're giving people less of a reason to buy the console, but they're still putting so much time and effort into making the console the best place to play games in any generation. I mean, they didn't need to make a mid-console upgrade just because Sony did, but they did anyways to keep up with the competition. There's no real need anymore to get the system, because if you have a computer that can run a lot of newer games, you're playing pretty much all the new Xbox One titles on a computer. That's why I got most of my games anymore, because I've just been buying them on the PC if I'm going to play a Microsoft exclusive thing, because my PC runs them better than my Xbox anyways. So things like Record, Gears of War 4, that kind of stuff I already got on my PC, and a lot more are coming. I need more. You're funny how you say that, Chris. Some people use it as a glorified DVD player. Anymore, I've been using it as a glorified streamer. So I've been using it to watch like YouTube and Twitch all the time on my TV. That's what my Xbox has been becoming anymore. It's just a media box. Which, to be fair, that's how they advertised it when it was first coming out. But it was advertised to be the all-in-one machine. Not only being able to play games, but also to be able to play all your favorite movies, TV shows, and everything else on the system. Problem is, if that's all you're going to use it for, then it's not really a gaming machine. It's just a streaming box. That's it. You can buy one of those for less than $100. So Xbox kind of useless in that regard. It's weird. The system's in a weird state. I think the biggest problem it has at this point is it needs console exclusives. They don't have any. And yeah, if Halo does come to PC, it's over. That's true. There was a rumor, I think, of Halo 3 possibly coming to PC. I don't think that's actually going to be a thing. Only because I think they'll probably just keep that on backwards compatibility and the Master Chief Collection for the Xbox One. So that way they have some reason to have people go and buy an Xbox at this point. I mean, the biggest thing, though, was the reason why you buy an Xbox One is to play Xbox 360 games nowadays. And how huge of a backlog you have for the backwards compatibility now. And it's even better to play 360 games for the most part on a One. They just run better. They look nicer. And apparently, if a Xbox One X and a 4K TV, some games even play in 4K, so they just look crisper too. So that's really the only reason why I see a lot of people still play a Xbox One is for 360 stuff. I know, I have both an Xbox One and a PS4, but I have more games on my PS4 than I've had for a shorter amount of time. And I played more games on the PS4. And again, I've owned it for a shorter amount of time. I got my Xbox One in 2015, my PS4 in 2017. That's a big gap. I will say though, the controller's fantastic. I'm using an Xbox One controller now on my game here. It's a great PC controller. It's probably one of the best ones I've ever used because it's a solid controller, really solid feeling buttons. The D-pad's good. The only problem I have is it's a little too loud. But besides that, it's really, really good. And the newer ones work with Bluetooth, so that's really good too because I just had this thing hooked up wireless to my laptop via Bluetooth, and it works great. If this was the original Xbox One controller, even a 360 controller, you would need to buy one of their stupid little adapters for like 20, 30 bucks. And that's dumb to me. I always hate when you have to buy another adapter just to use something that could technically already work on the thing because of code. It's so dumb. Because if you plug this thing in wired, it would work no problem. But wireless, it's a different problem because it uses technically a different signal. Even though it's kind of like a Bluetooth signal, it's weird. Oh, I see the beaker over there. I kind of want that, but I can't do it now. Not with this much going on. Oh, God, how? How? Seriously, how? Yeah, the One controller is, like I said, really good. I prefer using it over my 360 controller for PC stuff. It just feels a little bit better to me. I know some people said that it feels a little cheaper to them than a 360 pad. I don't know. To me, the buttons feel a little more clicky, which makes it feel more durable and also a little higher quality. But again, subjective at that point. I also like you can just plug any micro USB cable into it compared to an Xbox 360 controller where you had to buy some special adapter thing to plug it into a USB port. It was so stupid for that reason. We had to buy a wired controller if you're going to use it on PC. So wish these used rechargeable batteries, you know, like a natural lithium instead, but battery time in this controller is so long. I've had these batteries in this controller for over a month, non-stop playing games, and it's still fine. It has not died once. Wow, how the... No. I don't know how I dodged that twice when I did the bounce move. I didn't want to bounce off his ground here, but I somehow managed to dodge him twice, which is weird. That was bad movement. Really bad movement. You done? Okay, here, have this. 360 controller does have more weight, but Xbox One cuts out the middle. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Xbox 360 controllers do feel a little more hefty in that regard, but I feel like all the improvements the One controller makes up for that. That's the big thing to me. The only thing I like more on the 360 controller than the One controller is the joystick. It feels a little bit better in your thumb. Not like the One's is bad, but I feel like the grip on the 360 joysticks are a little bit better than on the Ones. My One joysticks always get super dirty. Like, the weird ridging pattern they have always loves to collect things like dust in it. Or any kind of little fragments of dirt. That's my only major complaint. Trying to keep up cleaning these things can kind of be a pain. Your fingers are always wearing dirt onto the controller, so you're always cleaning the sticks. Why? Why twice? I can make the first one, then the last one I just got stuck in because of my stun time. Oh wow, put him back in this phase already. This portion of the fight. Yeah, you're not doing that. I'm sorry, but stop. You're not doing that move. Move. Jump. I can't move. I'm getting comboed. Yeah, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like doing that. Oh, maybe I do. This is the worst one to dodge. Oh, how did I make that? I shouldn't have made any of those jumps. Not again. Dude, calm it down with the shockwaves. I've died here 29 times. Or, actually, no, I thought it was going to go up. 28 times, sorry. Most of it's shockwave. Stop. Get some help. Just want to complete this Death Wish, dang it. Can't do any, so don't even try. Yeah. No one will help you. Ah, come on. That's the worst time to get stunned. I hate when you get stunned and then immediately when you get back up, a beaker hits you in the head because you can't move in time. Like, that's out of my control game. Oh, wow. I shouldn't have dodged that. I legit should have got hit there. I dropped it into the sludge and yep. At least I can recover it. And timing on that's getting more and more strict in a bad way. When the shockwave takes over the people running, then that's when you know the timing's bad. And you can't keep up with it. Good, I needed that. More health the better. Ah! I timed that horrible. I lost track of how long we've been here for. I know we've been here for a while, but longer than the boss rush or less? I have a feeling it's longer than the boss rush we had earlier in the stream. So you're there for a while too. But that's just because of how long the boss rush was. The boss rush was like a 10-minute thing when you do it in one attempt. And it took multiple attempts. This might be way easier we can use any of our hats because of the mods. And also the time hat. The time hat would help tremendously here. Time hat I think would break this fight, but I can't use it because he takes my hats. I have not a single hat. Move. Ah, I was way too close. I really wish I could have jumped after the throw, because I actually could have avoided that. It was an easy parry to read. 30 deaths, that's bad. Man, I just want this Death Wish to be done. No peace and thanksility? Excuse me, is that even a word? Yeah, peace and what? Exactly. Thanksility is not a word. I get what they're saying. Happy Thanksility. Thanksility. I wouldn't be surprised if they say that in one of these. Gears likes the meme. Gears breakfast guys like the memes, especially for their own game. In fact, Peace and Tranquility in a way is a meme. I think it's based off of something from an Animal Crossing thing, like the Animal Crossing mobile game, from what I've heard. Hit him! Why did I have to clip through him a couple times? Surprised I didn't get hit. I was hoping we could avoid this one entirely. Pick up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick the stupid thing up. I wasted so much health from just trying to throw that one beacon. I actually would have been better off just trying to dodge the attacks. I went from full health to almost dead from one attack. That is stupid. That's so stupid. And went right through his head. Why? That shouldn't have worked. That should have hit him. And that's it. I felt like we were getting near the end of the fight only because of that music. It got pretty different. Like, high-pitched different. I actually kind of liked how it was starting to end. I wish I would have heard more of the song. And that is it. Chapter 3's Death Wish is done. Man, this one was rough. There was so much death in this one. So much death. I'm not surprised because we just went to Snatcher's home. But holy crap. He just wanted me dead. He really wanted me dead. Don't let your health drop to 1 HP. Screw you, Snatcher. Don't attack me. Only throw blue potions. You're the worst. Just give me a reward. The witch outfit. Okay, it doesn't look right with the hat. So let me take it off.
Yay!
It just looks like a raid to go out for Halloween. In fact, let me have the brewing hat. No, I didn't want to go to this menu. And actually put this on. While it's not the right color, this is kind of fitting, not gonna lie. But I prefer to have the chef hat. And let's put this on. That could be a chicken. Man, this was rough. All very rough. Is there like anything else I can put on that would not look goofy like that? Actually, I do. It's called no hat, you idiot. Take off your hat. Yeah, there you go. Just gotta end this in the best way possible. Yeah, Death Wish is the name of the mode we were just playing. That's what it's technically called. Nani? I seriously don't get why that exists. But I love it. I love it so much. This is such a stupid thing. And it's just hilarious. Only problem is trying to get a good camera angle with this camera is the hardest challenge in the world. Yeah, there we go. The derpiest expression. I love it. I love it so much. She does look high. And that is Hat in Time. Oh, man. What a great game. Oh, yeah. We got a lot of the Death Wish missions done. There's still more we can do. There's this one up here at one point we'll have to come back to. There's this one down here. But looks like next time we're going on the Chapter 4 area. Alpine Heights. So, yeah. We got a lot of this done. We're more than halfway through Death Wish at this point. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah. Hopefully next time we don't get our butts handed to us from just one boss. Or multiple bosses. Can we just take a break from bosses for a bit? I don't mind maybe one. But what is there to do in Alpine? There was not a single boss in Alpine Heights. So hopefully we're going to have a boss-free session next time. That'd be a great thing. Gotta take a break from these guys.